3 hard CC, so it was a rough game for me. And a
Yeah.
Khazix.
I Malzahar once again. Yeah. I mean, it sucks. Again, normally when you're gonna CC like this, you just have to be like super patient. You could just never go in until you see them use their spells. You know, especially against a champ like Malzahar, you're really just waiting. Ult my teammate, Malz ult my teammate, and then the second Malz ults your teammate, then you'll instantly go in, right? But until you see Pantheon W, Malz ult, like these type of CCs, you're just never going in. You're kind of playing like Katarina, you know? You're just playing for resets and waiting for the fight to start. Until you have like QSS or Wits End. Because once you have like QSS or Wits End or Merc Treads, then it becomes easier because you won't get CC locked as hard. But like when you're only like one item, two item, and you can't afford Wits End yet because you need to go Kraken and Rage Blade, and you can't afford Merc Treads. So in the first like 15 minutes, it's really important to be super patient and just wait for the enemies to use their spells. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
I was not patient at all. I got punished really
yeah,
hard.
we'll see. It's really important at that point where you're tracking the enemy spells more than anything else. You don't care about your spells. You don't care about your teammate spells. You're basically just staring at the enemy spells. You know, and that's
Okay,
pretty common
okay.
for E. Where like, for E, you really just want to keep track of the enemy CC because if the enemy team has no CC, Master E could just do whatever the fuck he wants, right?
Yeah, it's true.
Mhm.
That's how it normally goes.
Mhm. Anyway, this looks normal. We just full clear. Everything looks chill.
Yep.
Pull dragon. We stop because we see that Khazix is ganking out my bot lane. So you get off it to come help. Makes sense. Q to kill this guy. Nice. I wouldn't. I think you wasted your E and your W. This guy, when he's this low, he obviously dies just to like Q damage, nothing else, right?
Okay, okay.
I mean, look at how low he is. Do you think you need more than Q to kill him?
Honestly, Q does like surprisingly low damage, so I wasn't sure.
I know, but
Like I
let's say the Q
normally
doesn't
do.
kill. Would you say that Q auto, like an auto attack, definitely kills him, right?
Okay, yeah, you're right. That.
But then, and then if you Q on him, you're guaranteed your auto because you're gonna be literally on his face, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I think here you want to save your EW, Q him, and then you'll have EW for afterwards.
That's true. Yeah.
Anyways, we base. Looks like normal. Go back to our full clear. Full clear down. Normal full clear. Play for dragon now. Makes sense. Pull the dragon out. Kha'Zix.
I
You're gonna
think I
so,
put it really wrong. I don't know why it reset. I don't know like the range.
so this the range is, see the circle?
Yeah,
See this on the ground? That's the range.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So you don't want to pull it past like here or here. This is the range. So here, obviously, it starts resetting because look where you bring it. See the circle?
Yeah.
So that's why. You basically want to stand here, and the dragon will stand here. This is the farthest you want it. You don't want it touching the line. You want it to like a full Teemo size before the line. Make sense?
Okay, okay. I thought their behavior was like in the camp that you can be on the circle and
No,
still.
objectives are a little bit more sensitive. And here also, and now it sucks because like you should keep charging this W. Like if you fight, you want to fight at full HP. Why would you want to fight? You're missing like 30% of your HP bar. You see? So I would
Yeah.
just keep healing up. Because imagine, I want you to imagine you're 30% healthier. Like you have 200 extra HP here. You would have killed Leona before you died. right? And you get your Q reset.
Mhm.
So the extra 300 HP really does matter. And also here, um, the CC, like Leona's CC is AoE, her ult's AoE. So I really don't want to clump. I want to stay like where you are is actually perfect. Just keep staying here. Wait for Leona to ult, wait for her to Q, and then you'll go in. This is like first example of tracking her CC, and I feel like we're gonna be looking at this all game because like
Yeah,
it's fine if one of you gets stunned, if Kai'Sa gets ulted, or if you get ulted. Because if you get one man Leon ulted, then Kai'Sa will hit them. If Kai'Sa gets one man ulted, then you'll hit them. But if when you both get ulted, then neither of you can hit, right? And you need and
yeah,
if and who's gonna do the damage if you're both not hitting? So okay, full clear again. Here you should base for Kraken. You have Kraken. Kraken is obviously a big
yeah,
item. Yeah, I think you just wasted a lot of time. You could have based way earlier. Because here, if you let's remember the rule is the second you have a completed item, unless there's something urgent happening on the map, you should just instantly base. That's what I always say, right? So boom, right now you finish your full clear. You have your completed item. I ask you, is there something urgent happening on the map? Can you save bot lane? No, bot lane's already dead. Can you play dragon? No, dragon's not up. Maybe can you gank mid? Maybe you should look. Maybe if mid's gankable, maybe you can go like this, right? I'm not saying go gank. I'm just saying look to see if it's gankable. If you don't think, if there's nothing bot, and there's nothing mid, and there's no dragon, just instantly base, and then run, and you can run straight top, right? Because here you just spend like 30 seconds walking in circles, right? And here,
yeah.
look at the minimap. Look where Malzahar is. If you based 20 seconds ago like I wanted, you'd be here right now, right?
Mhm.
And look where Malzahar is. He's under tower. So if you just pull up from behind him with ult, isn't Malzahar just dead? Immobile
Yeah,
champion
yeah,
with no speed ups, no dashes, no slows, no nothing. So again, it's always a rule. Like if you have your completed item, unless there's a very obvious play, like you think Pantheon's diveable right now. Also, you haven't looked mid at all. You should look mid. What if Pantheon's 100 HP? Can't you dive him? You're not
yeah,
looking mid at all. I'm not saying go dive mid. I'm saying look mid. See his HP. Right? If he's full HP, obviously you can't dive him. And boom, and he was actually like he was actually 40%. So if you were just not wasting time and you walked like this, couldn't you just straight up dive this Pantheon? Because you could always avoid his W with your Q and his 2v1. Mel's hitting him this entire time, right? And there's a minion wave. Look here,
yeah,
Mel crashed the wave, so there's a whole ass wave. So that's why it's really important. Yeah, I think your map awareness is kind of poor. You have to be looking at the look top, look mid, look bot lane, right? I guarantee you. I mean, you see this guy's HP. This guy dies to literally what? Your Q brings him from here to here, and then he dies to like two autos, right? So this is literally like Q, auto,
mm,
E, like W auto or something, right? And he dies from this
mhm.
HP.
Yeah,
Because there's minions tanking too. And also, if you're going for this dive, instead of Mel dive backing up, Mel would stay right here, and she'd keep throwing her Qs, right? Or maybe she'd even ult. She has ult. See? So that's why it's really important to look at your lanes. Because Pantheon could have got Dove here, or if you based earlier, you could have killed Malzahar here. So I think you missed like two opportunities maybe. You know?
yeah, yeah.
So map awareness, TLDR. Kill is blue. Yes, ult away. Yeah, I think you cancel an auto there, but still good. Well played. Yeah, really good. Oh, close. I mean, really good still. 2 for 1 plus double shutdown. I think you
Yeah.
canceled like two autos here. So if you didn't, maybe you could have killed him too. But it happens. Nice try. Yeah, just not looking at your screen. Unfortunate. I also think at this point though, again, it's really important to press tab when you leave base because number one rule of jungle is play for winning lanes, and ignore losing ones. That's the number one rule, right?
Mhm.
I have a good feeling your bot lane's like 1 in 6 or something. I don't know for sure, but I feel like I've seen your bot lane constantly dead. So if you know your bot lane's really weak, if you want to play for your bot lane, like you think bot lane's strong, then you'll do this: red, raptors, wolves, gromp, and you'll play for bot lane, right? If you think your bot lane's weak
Mhm.
and you lose 3v3, then you should path away. You should do gromp, wolves, raptors, red, krugs, herald. So it's basically if you think your top is strong, you do this. If you think your bot is strong, you do this. Make sense? But here you're
Mhm.
doing like neither. You're not. You're here. You're running to wolves. So what you hear? Let's say you wanted to path down. Why are you skipping your red and your krugs and your raptors? Right? So it's always straight line. Jungle is a straight line lane. You go either gromp like this or you go this. The jungle is really simple. It's very rare you ever do this or you ever do this. Make sense?
Okay, okay.
Because here, like, you're skipping camps, but like you actually saw Khazix, so why are you walking into him? We both
I
know
thought
that
he was.
we both know you spike super hard at Rageblade, right? And you're super close to Rageblade. So why would you want to fight when you're so close to such a big item? What are you saying?
I thought he was going to gank bot lane.
Okay, then
So
go
in
defense. Go
reality, he was
defensive. Go like this.
like,
There's two paths when you go
yeah,
for when you play for something. There's an aggressive path and a defensive path. If you want to defend top lane, for example, let's say you think Seth's gonna get dove, right? Do you walk like
hmm,
this or do you walk like this and stand behind your set, right? If you're playing to
okay,
defend
okay,
someone from getting ganked or dive, you stand behind them or you stand in this bush. If you want to play an aggressive path, you want to kill the enemies. You don't. It's not. You don't care about saving your teammates. You want to kill the enemies. You go the aggressive path this way, this way. Same thing here. If you want to gank the enemy bot lane, you'd go this way or this way. If you want to defend your bot lane, you'd go this way. This is aggressive. This is defensive. Make sense? So if you want to defend your bot lane, you go this way, stand behind them here, or stand in this bush here. This one bush right here, right? If you want to go aggressive, then you go this way, you go this way. There's always an aggressive path and a defensive path. So if you're here because you want to fight MasterYi, then you'd go this way, yes. If you're here because you want to stop your bot lane from dying, then you'd go the long way. And also, don't forget, you have sweeper. You should be sweeping this entire time. There could be a ward right here. There could be a ward right here. Again, if he's invis, your sweeper would see his invis, right? So
yeah,
there's no
you're
point not
right.
to sweeper as well. So you should never die here. This death's really, really bad. Because you're so close to your item, too. And again, instead of doing this, if you wanted to path up, you could be taking your Raptors right now, your Red right now, your Craigs right now. Maybe you're diving Malzahar. I'm assuming Mouse is low because if you look at the map, Set's like diving the Mouse. And people only dive enemies when the enemy's low, right? No one dives a full HP Malzahar. So if Set's under top tower right now, I'm going to assume that Malzahar is low. And if you were top, maybe you could have killed him, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And here you have items, here's the base. You, this looks good. No complaints. You 2 items, you all bot, double kill. You see he's on Herald, so you go take his bot camps. Looks really good. Good job. Nice.
Here I get paranoid because I thought he was in my jungle.
Yeah, running back and forth. Okay, let's watch
Yeah, here
this.
I get people.
Yeah, I mean, like, it just you can't. Any team has 0 CC, you could do this, but you have to load into every game and check to see is the enemy team like high CC or low CC. If the enemy team is high CC, you can never do this. You always have to wait for them to use their CC spells, then you go in. If the enemy team is low CC, then you could just flash in, ult in, do whatever the fuck you want, you know? Oh my god, you went to 4 FPS and you got mouse ulted. Holy fuck. Oh my
Yeah.
god, that's insane. But yeah, I think it's just a mentality thing. Like you have to like you shouldn't be surprised. Oh my god, what the fuck? They have Leona Q, right? Because you should like level one. No, fuck level one. In loading screen, level 0, you should be looking at the enemy champs, and then you'll realize then how aggressive can I play? Do I have to play safe? Do I have to play fast? Can I play slow? You know what I mean? And if the enemy team looks like they have very high CC, a lot of annoying spells, you're gonna always have your default to be to play fights slow, unless you see them use their spells. Then you'll play fights fast, and vice versa. If you see the enemy team is very low CC, then you can literally do whatever the fuck you want. You know?
Yeah, I'm used to like go super fast in fights,
Yeah, just have to
and
adapt.
here I get yeah a lot punished a lot. And I don't know why my PC is doing this.
Yeah, your PC is dying right now.
I changed the recorder. I think it's not going to longer do that.
That's good.
It should not.
Dragon's good. Clear up. Splurge a little bit, buy some items. It's time to now that you're 2.5 items, I think it's time to group up because I think you're finally strong enough to actually team fight. You know. And here, the second you Pantheon, spam ping Baron. Good. Okay, let's
Yeah, but
watch this
they
fight. You're going Baron, then your team fights, so you come help them. Yeah, looks good. W.
I got unlucky. I think the misfortune kill me. Like it bounced.
Yeah, I mean, I think you Q too early. Like here, I think you could auto. Like you should only Q when you're about to die. No one's hitting you. Look, you see, stunned, stunned. So here, instead of queuing right away, I think you could auto this Leona 2 more times. So instead of queuing right now, you auto 1 more time, auto, and then this Q would kill her, right? Because you always want your Q to kill them, because then when your Q kills them, you could insta get the reset and insta Q again, right? But here, since and also if you kill her, you also get triumph, and also if you kill her, you'd also level up. So you'd also heal like 400 HP. See? So I think if you auto that guy like a single more time and then Q'd, that would kill her, and then you'd heal up, so then you'd live, and then if you live right now, even if you live with 1 HP, you'd heal up to full with W, and then you'd go do Baron. So I think this you could have won this fight and got Baron. See what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was close, but I think again you really want your Q to finish people off. You really don't like. I think you Q'd slightly too early there, and it cost you. 3 items. They're invading you. You run away. Good. Yeah, and this is and then here you just go again. You just have to track their spells. If Malzar has an ult in it, you can never go in. It's that simple, you know. And also it's one of the things where like at this point, the dragon's already gone, right? So there's nothing really to fight for. Like normally we'd fight here for the dragon, because if you win the fight, you get dragon afterwards, right? But in this case, because dragon's already gone, what is there to fight for, right?
Yeah.
So I think at this point, just give set and leave, and then you'll play like the Baron. But again, even then, the fight it's not that the fight's bad, but you have to track their spells. You have to track Leona Q, Leona ult, um, Mal's ult, right? You can never go in if these spells are up. That's just it. And I think that you guys all die, they get Baron, and then the game's over, right? And then the game just ends. So I don't know. I definitely think this game is way winnable. I think you have to be like way more patient, track the enemy spells, right? And I think
Mhm.
early game you kind of felt like the death to Khazix was really pointless, right? So I think early game you could have either been a bit either been like just I think you could have gotten stronger faster, right? If you avoided your early deaths.
Yeah, yeah.
And also the other one is keep in mind that is the second you have your item, you should insta base. So that one time you had Kraken and you're staying on the map, the second you have Kraken, just instantly base, right? But you had Kraken and you kind of stayed on the map for a little bit. Remember? So anytime you have
Oh
your
yeah, yeah.
you have item or your close item, just prioritize the item. Don't look to fight at this point.